I define a feeling as anything that can be felt, right? So a feeling different than an emotion. Emotion, sadness, happiness, joy. You dig what I'm saying? Like you understand what an emotion is. But a feeling is something that's a little deeper than just an emotion. Something that's a little bit more, a little wider as well. Because a feeling is you can feel when somebody's looking at you. That's not necessarily an emotion, but you can feel it. You can feel when somebody slaps you in the face. That's not an emotion, but you can feel it. You feel me? There's a feeling is we could just make it akin to like an awareness. So feeling is awareness. Emotion is that psychoneurological energy that allows you to typically you feel emotions inside of your body. They typically resonate with a certain component of your body. Right. So the Chinese were really instrumental in carrying this knowledge forward where they said, okay, well, if you're angry, that's gonna affect your spleen, and depression will affect your ribs and your heart, your lung. You know what I'm saying? So there's emotions are like felt inside of the body, but they are typically tied to stories that we're telling ourselves. So that's very good. Or is love an action, something that is done or not done? The answer to that is that love is all of it. You feel it as an energy. You could call it an emotion. If you have children, you feel it when you look into your children's eyes. But, and it's also an action, right? The fact that what I'm doing right now is out of pure love for doing it. So it's activity, but it's activity that's guided by this deeper impulse, what you might call this deeper feeling. You could even call it this deeper emotion. Love is the totality of reality, which means it must be all three. What's important is that you don't limit yourself to just saying that love is just an emotion. I like to say that when we talk about love, the feeling of it, the emotion of it, this is kind of a good way to think of it. I think about when you go and look in a mirror, you're looking in that mirror and you're looking at your reflection. Now the reflection is not you. The reflection is just a reflection of you. It's just a reflection in the mirror. You could break the mirror, you could destroy the reflection by just breaking the mirror up, but you would still be in the same place. However, if you're standing in front of this mirror, that reflection is important because that reflection means that you are in front of the mirror. If you ever go and stand in front of a mirror and there's no reflection, that's a problem. Also, if you're not in front of a mirror and your reflection appears, that's also a problem. These would be unnatural events. And so when I think about what love is emotionally, and I think about that emotional love, that feeling of love, it's the feeling of love is like the reflection. The feeling is not the ultimate truth any more than the reflection in the mirror is the ultimate truth of you. But it is that the feeling itself means that your true self is present. Just like when you stand in front of that mirror, the reflection means that your true self is present in that room in front of that mirror. The fact that you can see it, you can experience it. That's why I talk about love more than I talk about the Tao, or more than I talk about Dharma, or more than I talk about any other sort of religious icon that's meant to articulate love, is because when we talk about love, we're talking about a felt experience, something that you can actually work with, something that's actually guiding and directing your steps, pushing you forward with tremendous motivation, the ultimate motivation, leading, yes, unto feeling, emotion, and action, all in one. Very good question, William. It's all that. So Sublime said all of it. All of it's absolute. It's absolute. It is absolute.